Howdy! Today we're going to talk about combustion reactions and how it pertains to engineering. Okay, so a combustion is a high temperature exothermic chemical reaction between a fuel and an oxidant, which is usually in the form of oxygen, that will produce an oxidized, which is often gaseous product, and also energy in the form of heat. Now there's two types of combustion. There's a complete combustion, which has sufficient energy in the environment, and it will produce carbon dioxide as well as water. And there's also an incomplete combustion. This has insufficient oxygen in the environment, and it will produce carbon as well as carbon monoxide, which is a deadly gas.
Probably the most notable example of the use of combustion is engines. Brief history of engines. In 1712, Thomas Buchanan invents the first steam engine, which impulsed the Industrial Revolution. Later, in 1859, Etienne Lenoir invents the first internal combustion engine, which was later used by Nicolas Otto to invent his four-stroke engine, which is now used in pretty much every vehicle. The four-stroke engine has four phases, or four strokes. The first one, the intake. The intake valves open and lets the fuel come down and push the piston downwards. After the piston goes downwards, it comes back up and compresses the fuel. When the fuel is fully compressed, the spark plug ignites the fuel, making it combust and pushing the piston downwards. This generates power or work, as you may call it. Then the exhaust. The exhaust valve opens and the piston goes back up again and lets all the gases go out of the system.
Now going back to what a combustion reaction is, it's when a compound reacts with oxygen in order to form a new compound and energy in form of heat. Engineers use this reaction in many ways. Aerospace engineers use it in the fuel for their probes and aircrafts that they build in order to take something or someone to one destination, from one destination to the next. Electrical and computer engineers use this for wiring. How so? In wiring, they have to isolate the cables so that they don't come in contact with oxygen and don't combust. If they do combust, that means the system went wrong. Environmental engineers work with this reaction because they want to work with the emissions so that planet Earth is less affected and polluted by the emissions.
The most relevant of this would be carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is created, or is the thermostat of the environment, or the atmosphere, which pretty much, whenever it stays heated, it makes water vapor stay heated, which causes the greenhouse effect to increase. And the greatest cause of CO2, or second greatest cause rather, would be transportation at 27%, just below electricity. And ways that engineers are tackling this in an eco-friendly manner is in the Toyota Prius's Eco Drive, which tells you when you're driving in an eco-friendly manner. And another way is through the idle start-stop engine, which when you're idling, it shuts down the engine, but when you're braking, it recharges the battery ever so slightly, but it still recharges. And in conclusion, whenever you have a fuel and an oxidant, it will create a product and energy in the form of heat, which we use every day for whatever we need in our lives. Thank you very much for watching.